Hey there, everyone. This is Denise Salcedo, and standing with me right now is Libby Baney. Libby, I want to go ahead and talk to you because you're somebody who knows a lot about what's going down here right now at the La Mirada Performing Arts Center, where we're talking about, and training law enforcement officials about counterfeit drugs and what's going on. Can you walk us through a little bit about what you do and basically what's going on today?
Yes, thank you. So I represent the Alliance for Safe Online Pharmacies and ASAP Global Foundation, two nonprofit organizations dedicated to protecting people from the counterfeit medicines that we're learning about today. There's about 400 or almost 500 people, a really large group of law enforcement here to learn about counterfeit drugs and how to protect people both online and offline. And the nonprofits that I work with are really concerned about people buying medicine on the internet, unknowingly getting counterfeit drugs, sometimes laced with deadly toxins, poisons, even fentanyl that could be hazardous to your health or cause death.
Tell us a little bit about, the numbers and what we're seeing and how serious is this issue?
This is a deadly issue. One pill can kill. And so if anybody ends up buying medicine from a dangerous online pharmacy, a websites, social media platforms, online marketplaces, those pills can kill. Approximately 96% of online pharmacies today are operating illegally, out of compliance with state laws and pharmacy practice standards. That means they could be putting your health at risk. And Americans don't realize it. Less than 5% of people even know how to verify before they buy, which is why this campaign is so important, because it's about verifying the safety and the source of your medicine before you buy. You can go to safe.pharmacy and verify the authenticity of the website to make sure that you're buying from a safe source.
And now, I've spoken to a lot of people that have kind of given me different backgrounds. I've spoken to parents who have lost their own kids, and hearing the stories are just terrible. And obviously, I know that you've heard them too. Tell me a little bit about, what are the dangers for those out there that are watching, the general public that want to know, like, what are the dangers? What are they?
Yeah, well, I have a 9-year-old. I tell him you just can't trust things you buy on the internet, buddy. I mean, sometimes you can get legitimate, authenticated products, but often, especially when it comes to medicine, you will never know. And so people that are looking for cheaper or easier accessible medicine from unlicensed or unregulated online drug sellers have no idea what they're getting. And it's really dangerous. And so when people start thinking about, maybe I could tell the difference, or it looks legitimate, or it says it's from Canada, so therefore it must be safe, it's easy to lie online, and your naked eye can never tell the difference, which is why it's so important to buy from a safe source and verify before you buy at safe.pharmacy.
That's incredible. And I do want to ask you, what are some of the steps that, you mentioned the steps that, the people can do to verify their medication and all of that. But what are some of the steps that you think can still be done to continue to move forward the process of educating the masses? Because this isn't just, a centralized problem. Like, this isn't just, a couple cities. No, this is something that's a big issue across the board. So what do you think can be done or can continue to be done to continue raising awareness?
This is a global problem. Last week I was in Europe talking about this with European regulators, and today I'm here in California. I'll go back to Washington, where there's members of Congress introducing legislation to try to tackle this through new law enforcement tools and new requirements in search, social, and online marketplaces. But you can't enforce your way out of it, despite the valiant efforts of those here. You can't educate your way out of it, because somebody somewhere won't know, and one pill can kill. So it takes all of us to continue to raise awareness, and I'm so appreciative of Danny Trejo and the Bad Meds campaign in partnership with others here to try to continue to raise awareness. Share the stories, tweet it, post it, tell your friends to verify before they buy. Follow the campaign on Instagram. It requires all of us to just continue to talk about the fact that medicine has to be safe and effective for use. You can otherwise get injured or unfortunately die from counterfeit drugs. And so I just keep trying to remind people, verify before you buy, don't buy from unlawful sellers, only take medicines from brick and mortar pharmacies that you know and trust, and protect yourselves and your loved ones by verifying before you buy at safe.pharmacy.
Libby, thank you so much for doing everything that you do, going and talking to people and getting the message out there and doing whatever you can. I appreciate you taking some time to come chat with us as well. And the entire event has been really just nice to see that, where that action is being there's being action being done, essentially.
People will be, I hope, the 400 plus people here today will really understand, and they hear from parents, and we're sitting next to parents whose kids have died from poisoned pills. I mean, this is murder. Counterfeit drugs is murder. And you believe you're taking something that's going to protect your health, and you get something that could cause your death. And so I really appreciate the law enforcement community coming out and thinking about how can they bring cases, how can they stop dangerous drug dealers online and offline, protect our families.
Thank you so much, Libby.